There are NFL rules that reward mistakes, punish effort, and change outcomes based on nothing but referee vibes. Ineligible man, downfield. RPO offense versus outdated. Rules: RPOs broke the defense, and the NFL blamed the lineman. Run-pass options, RPOs, let quarterbacks read the defense and decide mid-play. But while they decide, linemen are already moving downfield to block. That's illegal. Offensive linemen can't be more than 1 yard past the line of scrimmage on a pass play. Defenders hate it. They bite on a run and get burned by a pass. Coaches called it unguardable. So refs started flagging ineligible man downfield more often. It slowed the offense, frustrated fans, confused players, and exposed a clash. Modern schemes versus outdated rules. The NFL didn't rewrite the book. They just enforced an old one harder. Roughing the kicker. Protection or exploitation? Touch the punter's foot and lose the game. Roughing the kicker sounds clear. Don't hit the punter. But it's not. If a defender dives for the block and clips the plant leg, 15 yards. First down. But what if they're pushed? What if they graze the foot after the ball's gone? Still a flag. Some teams fake punts, draw contact, and steal drives. It's legal. Barely. Coaches teach kickers to leave their leg up. Sell the hit. Refs fall for it. One light touch becomes game-changing. Players argue. Fans rage. But the rule stays. The NFL protects punters like quarterbacks, and defenses walk a razor-thin line every snap. The fair catch kick, the weirdest legal play in football. No snap, no rush. A free kick for 3 points. Most fans don't even know it exists. After a fair catch, a team can attempt a field goal on the spot with no snap and no defense allowed to rush. It's called the fair catch kick. The play dates back over 100 years and almost never happens. The kicker lines up like a kickoff. If it goes through the uprights, it's 3 points. In 2019, the 49ers tried one before halftime. Missed, but it was 100% legal. Coaches rarely use it. Players barely practice it. But under the rulebook, it's still there, waiting. The NFL's strangest scoring rule lives in plain sight. Overtime, sudden death. From pure luck to controlled chaos. One coin flip used to end entire seasons. For decades, NFL overtime meant sudden death. First team to score wins. But here's the issue. If you win the coin toss and kick a field goal, the other team never touches the ball. In 2010, that changed. New rules gave both teams a chance, unless a touchdown is scored first. It wasn't about fairness. It was about TV ratings, drama, and public pressure. Fans were tired of games ending without both QBs seeing the field. The league kept tweaking it, but the damage was done. Sudden death exposed football's randomness, and for years, a coin toss meant destiny. Coin toss gate, the Jerome Bettis call scandal. Jerome Bettis called the coin toss, and chaos followed. Thanksgiving, 1998. Steelers versus Earth. Lions, overtime. Jerome Bettis walks out for the coin toss. The ref flips, then says, the call is heads. Lions win. But Bettis and TV mics caught something strange. He said heads, then maybe tails. Confusing audio, confusing result. Pittsburgh lost. Fans lost it. The controversy forced the NFL to change the process. Now, players have to declare their call before the toss, not during. The league admitted the mistake, but never reversed the result. It was a bizarre moment that exposed how something as simple as a coin flip could turn into a national headline. NFL Overtime 2022, Josh Allen's 13-second nightmare. Josh Allen played perfect football and never saw the ball again. The 2022 AFC divisional game, Bills versus Chiefs. Josh Allen led a go-ahead drive with 13 seconds left. Then Patrick Mahomes tied it. In overtime, the Chiefs won the toss, drove down, and scored a touchdown. Game over. Allen never touched the ball. Despite throwing 9 touchdowns in 2 playoff games, he went home. Fans exploded. Analysts demanded change. The NFL listened. Slightly. In 2023, they changed the overtime rules for playoffs only. Both teams now get a possession, but the damage was done. One of the greatest quarterback performances ever ended because of a coin toss and one drive. Tied games. Why the NFL still hates draws. Sometimes, nobody wins, and the NFL can't stand it. Ties are rare in football, but not impossible. If both teams are still deadlocked after overtime, the game ends in a tie. No sudden death, no second chance. Fans boo. Players walk off confused. Coaches scramble for tiebreakers. The NFL hates it, but fixing it means longer games, more injuries, and less broadcast control. Over time, rules change many times. Sudden death, 10-minute limits, postseason exceptions. But in the regular season, draws still exist. Players don't always know. Announcers get confused. And standings look weird. Ties feel wrong, but they're baked into the rules. The league hates them, but it won't erase them. Illegal formation. Confusion. The Cowboys versus Packers. Example, a playoff game swung because someone lined up slightly wrong. In the 2016 divisional playoffs, Cowboys versus Packers, a critical Dallas play was wiped out. Why? Illegal formation. A receiver wasn't lined up on the line of scrimmage. Just a foot off. Refs threw the flag. First down erased. Fans were stunned. Even analysts debated the call. Illegal formation penalties depend on exact alignment. 7 players must be on the line, with only certain positions allowed to move. But it's judged live, with no replay. One misstep, one wrong stance, 1 inch too far back, and the play's dead. It's one of the NFL's most technical, least forgiving rulebook traps. Motion rules. From jet sweeps to penalty nightmares. Move too fast before the snap? Entire drive erased. Motion is part of every modern offense. Players shift before the snap. Jet sweeps, orbit motions, pre-snap reads. But the rules are strict. Only one player can be in motion, and they can't be moving forward at the snap. Violate that? Illegal motion. 5-yard penalty. Drives get derailed. Touchdowns erased. Teams like the Dolphins push the edge. Motion at full speed. But it's legal. Barely. If the timing's off by a split second, it's a flag. The rule balances creativity and structure, but in the heat of the game, it punishes innovation. One twitch too early, and everything falls apart. The fumble. Out of bounds rule. Rewarding mistakes. Fumble the ball, just make sure it rolls out. If a player fumbles and the ball rolls out of bounds, no problem. Offense keeps it. Even if it was 4th down, even if the defender knocked it loose, it resets at the spot of the fumble. Teams have used this to their advantage. Just dive toward the sideline and pray. Defenders hate it. Coaches scream. It feels like a bailout. The rule hasn't changed in decades. Fans call it soft, but it's in the book. The ball goes out, no turnover, no drama, just a do-over. One of football's quietest loopholes still decides drives and often decides games. End zone fumble. Touchback rule. The most hated in football. Reach for the goal line and lose everything. In every part of the field. If you fumble out of bounds, you keep the ball, but not at the goal line. If a player fumbles and it goes out of the end zone, it's a touchback. Defense gets the ball. No points, no do-over, just heartbreak. The rule punishes effort. Players trying to score, it's cost games, playoff runs, even careers. Fans hate it. Analysts call it the harshest rule in football, but it's never been changed. Protect the ball or pay the price. The end zone fumble rule is the NFL's coldest law. 1 inch short, and it's all gone. Clock runoff. Rules. When time kills. Strategy, make a mistake late. The clock bleeds. By rule. Under 2 minutes, certain penalties come with a clock runoff, usually 10 seconds. It's designed to prevent teams from faking injuries or committing fouls to stop the clock, but it cuts both ways. A false start, 10 seconds gone. An illegal shift, same. Teams lose chances to spike. Coaches scramble. Games end without a play. Fans scream. Some calls feel accidental. Others feel strategic. The NFL treats them the same. One mistake, and the clock kills the comeback. It's not about fairness, it's about order. And sometimes, the rulebook bleeds the clock faster than the defense ever could. Challenge flag rule. Belichick's red rage. Bill. Belichick threw the flag and got punished for it. The NFL's red challenge flag lets coaches trigger replay, but throw it at the wrong time, and it's a penalty. In 2013, Patriots coach Bill Belichick threw his flag before the refs initiated an automatic review. That used to be illegal. Even if the call was clearly wrong, you couldn't challenge it during automatic review plays, like touchdowns or turnovers. The penalty? 15 yards, no review. It cost teams games. Fans were furious. Eventually, the NFL adjusted. You still get penalized for an illegal challenge, but the play is reviewed. Belichick's red flag meltdown forced change. His rage rewrote how the league handles replay. Coaches without timeouts. The replay. Lockout. Incident. See a bad call? Too bad? You're out of timeouts. NFL coaches only get 2 challenges per game, and only if they still have timeouts. No timeouts, no challenges, even if a call is clearly wrong. In 2010, that rule burned multiple teams. Coaches saw game-changing mistakes, reached for the red flag, but had no timeouts left. Refs couldn't review it. The NFL said it was about flow, but critics called it blind justice. One timeout error meant no access to truth. Eventually, the league added automatic reviews for scoring plays and turnovers. But coaches still live by the clock. Run out of timeouts, and you lose more than just time. Play, clock reset bugs. When technology decides outcomes. The play clock broke, and it cost teams games. NFL play clocks are digital and not always perfect. Sometimes they fail to reset. Sometimes they start early. Sometimes the QB looks up and sees 0 before the ball's even set. Refs usually have backup watches, but mistakes happen. In a 2018 Browns game, the clock glitched repeatedly, causing confusion, delay of game penalties, and even a wasted timeout. Fans booed, coaches raged, but nothing changed. The league trusts its tech. When it breaks, teams suffer. There's no redo, no sympathy, just a countdown to disaster. In the NFL, one broken clock can break an entire drive. Illegal shift on game-winning plays. Ref interpretation. Chaos, shift too fast, and your game winner vanishes. NFL teams love pre-snap movement, shifts, motions, disguises. But the rule is strict. After a shift, all players must be set for 1 full second before the snap. Miss it. Illegal shift. 5 yards. Even worse, if it happens on a touchdown, it's erased. In 2022, multiple teams lost game-winning plays to late set flags. The movement was subtle. The penalty was devastating. Refs decide what counts as set. There's no review. It's judgment, and it's final. One minor twitch becomes a major loss. Coaches gamble. Refs rule. And sometimes, perfection isn't enough to survive interpretation. 12. Men on the field. NFC Championship Nightmare 1. Extra defender. One missed call. A Super Bowl trip gone. In the 2009 NFC Championship, the Saints beat the Vikings in overtime. But replays showed something shocking. New Orleans had 12 men on defense during a key play. No flag. The extra man helped disrupt Minnesota's offense. Fans were outraged. Analysts called it one of the worst officiating misses in playoff history. Since then, refs have become hypersensitive to substitution counts. But the rule remains human. No review, just eyes and speed. Miss it, and a team gets an unfair edge. It's one of football's quietest cheats. One too many helmets, and a legacy can vanish. False start versus flinch, subjective calls that decide games, move a finger too early, and the drive dies. False start penalties are brutal, one twitch, and the play's dead. But sometimes what counts as a false start is just a flinch. A lineman shifts weight. A tight end twitches. A receiver leans forward. Some refs call it, some don't. The rule's clear, but the judgment isn't. In close games, 5 yards can change everything. Defenders get to time the snap. Offenses walk a tightrope. Fans see the same move, called differently across weeks. Coaches can't teach consistency when the rule